Texas Trucker, and I want to thank you all for coming in and visiting my channel. We are going to be talking about trucking. We're going to be talking about the trucking lifestyle. We're going to be talking about the company that I work with. We are going to be talking about flatbedding, and we're going to be talking about the ups and downs of being out here as an owner operator. I definitely appreciate you being here with me. Watch, like, subscribe, share. And if you're on Facebook, send me a message, s.neill@yahoo.com is how you can find me on Facebook. Send me a message, send me a friend request, and come see me on YTTA Network. I'm on YTTA Network Live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 5:30 to 6 p.m. Central Time, 6:30 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be looking for you. Hey man, how you guys doing today? It is me again, your favorite Texas trucker, and I am home for now. I've got my dogs down here acting a damn fool. Froggy, Mabel. Yeah. Anyway, I'm home. There's a lot changed since my last update just last week. A lot's changed. Some of you guys that follow me on Facebook, you're already aware of what's going on. The rest of you, I'm going to go ahead and let you know, okay? And we're going to try to keep it kind of short. So this update here, this is all I'm going to talk about, you know, and I'm just going to kind of make it as short as possible. So so y'all know, I talked about it before. I took four weekends off. I had to take 4 weekends off in order to take care of quite a bit of personal business, and it was just unavoidable. I needed to do it. And so I took 4 weekends off. Before I took the 4 weekends off at Triple C, I was making around $2,100, $2,500, $2,600 a week. After the 4 weekends that I took off, my paycheck was cut in half down to a third. I mean, it was horrible. You know, I mean, I pick up a load and I'd sit for a 34-hour reset. I'd pick up a load and I'd sit for a 34-hour reset. Pick up a load, take it down, pick up another load, sit for a 34-hour reset. Pick up another load, come back, sit for a 34-hour reset. You know, it got to where, you know, I'm out here going broke, and you know, and things aren't good, you know, and then they took a bunch of money out of my paycheck for a load that they shouldn't have taken it out for, you know, and you know, and one thing led to another, and I blew my top, man. I went off, you know, and I called down to Triple C, and you know, I was pretty short with my dispatcher, and then I got to talking to one of the guys down there who's supposed to be kind of the go-between, you know, to deal with problems, and he kind of pissed me off, so I went off on him. I just went smooth off on him, you know what I'm saying? And then I did a Facebook Live video a couple days later where I, you know, just kind of went off on the company. Well, you know, all that stuff combined, they didn't like it. They asked me to bring the trailer back, turn it in, and we parted ways. So that's what I did. They ended my contract, and I brought the trailer back in. I turned it in. I'm no longer working for Triple C Transit, so we won't be having any more Triple C Transit information on this channel. I won't entertain questions about Triple C, and I don't really intend to spend a whole lot of time talking about them other than in referencing the fact that I'm leaving them and going somewhere else. I got notified on Monday when I was delivering this load. Was it Monday? Tuesday when I was delivering this load, I got notified that that they wanted their trailer back and that they were ending my contract. So I took the trailer back, and I have been in conversation with another company for a little over a year now. They've been trying to get me to come over and work for them. I have refused to work for them, not because I didn't really like the company, but because I was loyal to Triple C. Triple C has done a lot for me, and I wasn't going to leave until I got my own authority. Obviously, that changed. I didn't really want it to change. It wasn't by my choice. It wasn't what I was wanting to do. Yes, I was angry. I was upset. And yes, I went off on everybody. And yes, I probably deserved to get fired, because when I say I went off on everybody, dude, I lost my temper, man, and I went off on them for real. So yeah, I probably deserved to get canned, and that's good. I mean, things that weren't working out anymore. It was getting to the point where I couldn't make any money, and I can't be out here and not make money. It's just not going to happen. That's not the way we do things here. So, I couldn't get a hold of it. I couldn't get on top of it. I couldn't change anything. And so the short of it is, it's time for me to go somewhere else. It's time for me to leave, and it's time for me to find a different direction. So I've got another company. They're based out of Weatherford here. And they do flatbed step deck. They do flatbed step deck, side dump, belly dump, end dump, pneumatics, and probably a few other things. Drive in, they're into everything. So I'm going over there, either flatbed or step deck. I don't know. I was in negotiations with them from the minute I found out that I was turning my trailer in. And I told them that I was coming up to meet with them. I went up to meet with them that day, and sat for 2 or 3 hours with the vice president up there and met with him. And then the next day I came up. I got all the paperwork done that day for me to hire on. Everything got cleared. And then the next day I had to bring my truck. I had to get some inspections done on my truck. So I got a DOT inspection done, which is a state inspection. And then I got a federal inspection done, which is a level 1 inspection. And I failed the level 1 inspection. It's got some wheel seal problems, some brake issues. So we replaced the wheel seals. We repaired all 3 wheel seals and 2 sets of brakes. The wheel seals, I've had several people give me some smart ass comments, which you ought to pre-trip your truck. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm all over that truck all the fucking time. 2 of the 3 wheel seals that blew I had replaced about 2 months ago. If y'all remember when I had the front end alignment problem, and that was one of the things that I did during those 4 weeks that I was off. As a matter of fact, that was about the 3rd week or so, I think, or the 2nd or 3rd week that I was off. 3rd week. Anyway, it was one of those 4 weeks, whichever fucking week it was. It's towards the end of it, I think, and I took it up to get the front end alignment and the 2 new steer tires, and it turned out that I needed tie rod ends, drag links, kingpins, and that I had 2 bad wheel seals. So they replaced the 2 bad wheel seals. At that time, they said the wheel seals were just barely seeping. It wasn't very bad. It wasn't any real serious thing. But that they suggested I get them replaced, so I went ahead and got them replaced. All right, so 2 of the 3 wheel seals that they had to replace yesterday, I've already had replaced once. So we got that done, and then recently, so we got that done. The 3rd wheel seal was the worst, and but you couldn't see it from outside the tire, from the back side of the tire. Everything was on the inside. Coated the inside of it. Unless you got underneath of it, shined a flashlight up in it, and saw all the oil inside of it, you couldn't see anything, because nothing had come out the back side of it. It was all on the inside. And looking at the tire, looking over the tire from underneath the trailer, I never saw it. I missed it, but I did pre-trip the damn truck. So anyway, to make a long story short, we changed out those 3 wheel seals. We did the 2 brakes. The truck passed. And so I passed the pre-hire. That we did that yesterday. Everything is done. All my paperwork is finished, which is actually part of the orientation part of it. All my paperwork is finished. Everything's been checked. Everything checks out. Everything's good. And so I'm good to go. I'm not going to mention the name of the company until orientation is over with. This is Friday. Monday morning I go in for the first day of orientation. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we do orientation, or Monday and Tuesday we do orientation. Wednesday I get a load and I leave. I've got a few things that I need to take care of before then. So, it's going to be a little rough over the next few days. I wasn't expecting to have to leave Triple C when I did, so this is coming a little bit unexpectedly. We'll get through it. We'll make it work for us. And actually, things are working a little better. There's a couple other things that I was putting into effect at the time. I am establishing, or I have established my LLC. And this is something I've been planning on doing for the last 2 years, and I keep putting it off because to establish an LLC in Texas is $300. It's pretty damn expensive, and you know, I've always had something else to use $300 on, and I haven't done it. Well, the problem with that is that until I establish the LLC and get everything set up the way we're going to be set up long term, I can't do anything to establish business credit. I can't do anything to establish my business as a existing entity. So I have to get my LLC, then I have to open up a business account for the LLC, and then we have to start making moves to establish business credit with the LLC. And so we're moving in that direction. Those are some of the things that I'm working on. I'm waiting for the paperwork to come back on the LLC. When the paperwork comes back on the LLC, we'll go down, we'll open up the business account, we'll have that taken care of. Until then, you know, we're going through the changes. All the decals are off my truck for Triple C. The plates have been turned in. Everything is finished there. I got one more paycheck coming from them, and then we're done, completely finished. And that'll come next Friday. So with that said, I guess that's pretty much the update. You know, we're making a change. This company that I'm signing on to at Triple C, I was getting 80%. The new people coming into Triple C have been dropped down to 75%. This company starts at 75%. If I bring my own trailer on board, then my percentage goes up to 85%. All right, and so I'm working on trying to get a trailer. I'm working on trying to lease a trailer. I'm working on trying to buy a trailer. I'm working on something with a trailer. So as soon as I can find out something to do with the trailer, as soon as I can find out, you know, what I can work, what I can do, how I can do it, you know, whatever the case may be, we're going to get onto a trailer. I need to find somebody that will do a lease purchase without a huge down payment, because you know, all this stuff here has pretty much drained my down payment. So anyway, that's what it is. That's the update. That's what's going on. We're in my backyard right now at home, and I'm just kind of kicked back, relaxing. But I wanted to update y'all and let y'all know what was going on. I just released a video the other day giving the update from October the 16th. At that time, I think I discussed some of the problems that I was having. Those problems have now culminated into me no longer being at Triple C and parting ways. And you know, it's kind of bittersweet, you know what I'm saying, because I've been, you know, pretty dedicated to Triple C, but it is what it is. You know, we're going to move on. We're going to make the best of it. This new company may actually be a better fit. They're going to allow me access to load boards. They're going to give me access to their load boards, allow me to sign up on any load boards I want to sign up on, and I'm going to work on a partially dispatching myself. I'll be dispatching myself at some point, or in some cases I'll be dispatching myself. In some cases, if they have a direct freight load, or if they have a load that may be better off, then I may take that load. But you know, for right now, I'm going to dispatch myself. We're going to be you know, and work with them in the process of dispatching myself, and I think things are going to work out a whole lot better. So we'll catch y'all later on. I just wanted to give you all the update. You may note that the beginning of this video is a little bit different, and so I wanted to kind of put that in there, that Triple C is no longer going to be on any of my video stuff from this day forward. Now, I'm not going to change anything that's been, you know, but from this day forward, Triple C isn't there. As I process into this new company, then we are going to add content from that company to the beginning opening trailer on my videos. So I do appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all like, share, help me grow. We're going to try to do more videos and try to put a lot more up there, especially since we're starting with a new company and we're going to have some more new content. So you know, help me grow, tell people about me, put the word out there, share, like, subscribe, and we will catch you somewhere on the flip side. Take care, peace out.